Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, July 2nd, 2026. Welcome to the first Thursdays at 3 of our 99th season. I am so excited to start today. I am Annika Spalding, the Director of Development here at the Amarillo Little Theater. And this is Thursdays at 3, where I get you caught up on what's happening this week at ALT. You may notice in the corner of your screen that we are still sponsored again for our 99th season by Realty Central Services for Thursdays at 3. We are generously sponsored, like I said, by our friends at Realty Central Services. Cindy Bulla is the owner and broker of Realty Central and is a longtime supporter and champion of ALT. That is a huge understatement. Realty Central is a women-owned full-service real estate brokerage providing unparalleled customer service backed by decades of experience, industry service, and property rights advocacy. So if you're in need of real estate service and you love ALT, consider heading over to amarillo.realestate and using Realty Central Services. I have some really big news to kick off our 99th season that I'm very excited about. The Fed Club, many of you know the Fed Club building at the north end of our north parking lot is being torn down as we speak. For those of you who've been around a really long time, we used to have cast parties in the Fed as well as classes and rehearsals, but it hasn't been in use since before the pandemic. The late great Alan Shankles, I should say, had big plans for that building to be torn down so that one day we could build a new state-of-the-art theater in its place. And now we are one step closer to making that dream a reality. Check out this video that Joe Smith took this morning.
This is amazing. So this has been going on since Tuesday, and in some places it looks like nothing has even been done. And then you come around and you see the guy who's been living here his house. That's another story. And then here we go. You just look and see things falling. It's wild. It looks like war zone and earthquake zone. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. What a lot of history. Wow. So many memories. Wow. Bye-bye, Fed Club.
And that is from Joe Smith. Courtney Frazier is here. Hi, Courtney. I'm so glad that you're here. She says Aiden took classes there. I know. So many people have so many different memories of that building. There have been weddings there. There have been rehearsal dinners there. There have been wedding receptions there. Of course, our cast parties. So many rehearsals, so many classes, tons and tons of memories. But the great thing about this building getting torn down, because it was in such disarray, is we're going to make space for the future, which is so exciting, especially heading into our centennial season, which will, of course, be next season. And I have another photo to share with you guys that I took today, right before Thursdays at 3. So this is what it's looking like right now. They're getting closer and closer to this side of the building, getting everything torn down. It's so exciting. We're so excited around here. So we are beginning our 99th season, taking one step closer to the future of ALT. So I wanted to share that with everybody watching Thursdays at 3 today. Let's keep things moving because we have a box office closure tomorrow, Friday, July 3rd, that I want you guys to know about. The box office will be closed tomorrow, Friday, July 3rd, for the holiday, of course. I hope everybody has a fantastic holiday, and ALT will be closed tomorrow. But of course, you can get your tickets for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, which is what we're going to talk about next, online 24/7, and the box office will reopen on Monday, July 6th. So since the box office will be closed, again, keep in mind that You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown tickets are currently on sale. We are so excited about the first Academy show of the season. That is going to be happening at the Adventure Space at 2751 Civic Circle, July 10th through the 19th. This is such a fantastic cast. They're working so hard. We're getting more and more excited about this show. It's such a great show. If you don't know You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, it is like watching the cartoon come to life on stage. And we have our incredibly talented Academy kids performing in this show. It's going to be so great. All your favorites, Snoopy, Lucy, Charlie, the whole gang, they're going to be there. The music is fabulous. If you don't know the music, you're going to absolutely love it. Bring your kids. It's such a fantastic musical. You will be so happy by the end of it. And I think we could all use a little bit of that, don't you think? There's literally a song called Happiness. I'm pretty sure it's called Happiness. It's great. The music is fantastic. You're going to absolutely love it. So don't miss this one, because all the Academy shows are great, but the Academy Summer Musical is top tier. So definitely don't miss that. And they're even taking it on tour to Wellington. So excited. That is going to be separate. If you want to see the show in Wellington at the Ritz Theater there, those will be separate tickets. You can't use your season tickets for that, yada, yada, yada. That's a whole different thing. But if you wanted to follow them to Wellington, I highly recommend it. And guess what? Auditions are right around the corner for the first main stage musical of our 99th season. Come From Away auditions are happening July 13th and 14th at the Alan Shankles main stage. And the audition packet is now live on our website. You'll just go to our homepage and scroll down to cast lists and auditions, and you'll see the Come From Away audition packet sitting right there. That packet is going to have all the information you need to come prepared to auditions. Come From Away is based on the true story of the time when the isolated community of Gander, Newfoundland played host to the world. What started as an average day in a small town turned into an international sleepover. 38 planes carrying thousands of people from around the globe were diverted to Gander's airstrip on September 11th, 2001. Despite culture clashes and language barriers, the people of Gander comforted and stranded travelers with music, an open bar, and the recognition that we're all part of a global family. Do not miss this critically acclaimed show that spreads the message of kindness, unity, and resilience. This production will, of course, coincide with the 25th anniversary of 9/11, including a performance on September 11th, which I'm sure will be so magical. So if you're interested in auditioning for that show, definitely sign up for auditions. Go through download the audition packet and sign up to audition. It's going to be really exciting. So the music is fantastic. You're not going to want to miss it. If you're not going to audition, definitely come see it in September. It's going to be a fabulous, fabulous show. And speaking of that, have you gotten your season tickets for our 99th season? Because they're on sale. 99th season tickets are on sale. If you would like to become a season ticket holder at ALT, you can purchase all levels of memberships right now. Season ticket holders enjoy all kinds of perks, including the ability to reserve tickets at least 1 week ahead of the general public. If you're an upper level member, you can reserve 2 weeks ahead of the general public. Season memberships are on sale until December 31st, but it's most beneficial to get them before the start of the season. Here is a list of all of the season ticket packages. Of course, you can find more information on our website, or always call the box office and Joe and Lissa can help you out with all the information you need about getting season tickets. And there's a look at our 99th season. It's so fantastic. We definitely want you to get your season tickets. It's beneficial to you because season tickets are slightly discounted from if you were to just purchase tickets show to show to show. And you get those perks like getting to reserve tickets a little bit ahead of the general public. So if it's a show that's going to sell out really quickly, you can go ahead and get your fantastic seats in advance, which we love. And you may have gotten an email from me yesterday about joining our producer circle, which is so, so exciting. We're trying to bulk up our producer circle ahead of our centennial season, which of course will be next season. This is such a great group to join. This is the producer circle. Well, it's a group of individuals and couples who commit $500 a year for 3 years to ALT for a total of $1,500. This can be paid all at once or yearly, or auto drafted monthly from your account, which amounts to about $42 a month. These funds go directly to elevating ALT's main stage and adventure space productions. Literally every single cent goes to production funding. So that's very exciting. And we are so grateful to everyone who has generously joined this very special group. Producer Circle members, as you can see on your screen, enjoy huge perks like getting to pre-order their concessions, which means no waiting in line at intermission, getting to reserve their seats at the adventure space, getting exclusive invites to events like our little lobby concerts, which happen for all of our main stage musicals and more. If you're interested in joining our Producer Circle, you can contact me or you can call the ALT box office. I'll go ahead and toss my information up here. If you want to email me, I'm happy to give you any information you want about the Producer Circle, or you can call our box office at the information you see on your screen, and they will get you all set up in whatever payment plan you want for our Producer Circle. We're so grateful to our Producer Circle members. Before I sent out that email yesterday, we had about 60. Actually, we had exactly 60 Producer Circle members, which is twice as many as we had just 2 seasons ago. And we're really trying to get to 100. We want 100 Producer Circle members every single year if we can, ahead of our 100th season. So now we have closer to 70. producer circle members, somewhere between 60 and 70. We got a bunch of replies yesterday to my email, which thank you so much to everyone who joined as a result of receiving my email. We're very grateful to you for that. But that funding is so crucial to making all of our productions that much better because we have a little bit more funding from everybody. So if you're interested in that, if those perks sound good to you, reserving your seats at the Adventure Space, huge, especially because of the shows we're going to have over there this year. Think about how popular Dracula is going to be. Dracula is going to be so fabulous over at the Adventure Space. The Outsiders, the Academy play, is going to be over at the Adventure Space. Gosh, what else? Beehive, Clyde's. Those shows are going to sell out. So if you get to reserve your seats at the Adventure Space, you don't have to get there extra early to make sure you get the seats that you want. So consider that, and not having to wait in line for concessions. You just put your little concession order, your cocktail order, your ruffled cup cookie order, whatever, give it to Lissa before the show starts. And at intermission, they put your concessions out on a table with a little sign that has your name on it. And you just take your concessions and you can go right back to your seat without having to wait in line. Huge perk. Join the producer circle. We'd be so grateful. And Andrew Hawkins is here. He says, I can't be more excited about this show. He's talking about Come From Away, of course. Shows about historical events are some of my absolute favorites. These Shining Lives is still one of my favorite productions. I hear you, Andrew. I absolutely love when we take real life stories and bring them to life on stage, especially because ALT is so adept at that. We love fantasy and fiction and all of that. We're very imaginative over here, but bringing real stories to life, there's just something extra special about it. I couldn't agree with you more. Courtney says, I was in that one. Courtney was, of course, in These Shining Lives. Such a great show here at ALT. I hear you, Andrew. I hear you. Totally get it. And I want to keep things moving with another episode of our Volunteer of the Week. All right, huge congratulations this week to Jessica Cardenas. Jessica has been so helpful with Charlie Brown work calls, and Jason raved about how helpful she was assisting him with getting the chandeliers out of the Fed building so that we could preserve them before demolition. She spent 2.5 hours helping Jason with that project, and he is so grateful, just so you know, Jessica. Jessica is an amazing volunteer and ambassador for ALT, and make sure you see her daughter Kennedy as Lucy in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, July 10th through 19th, as I said, over at the Adventure Space. Yeah, we were very hell-bent on preserving. There were 3 chandeliers that hung from the ceiling in the ballroom at the Fed Club building. And Alan Shankles really loved those chandeliers. And they're just really cool and unique. You just don't see chandeliers like that every single day. And we were able to preserve 2 of the 3. One of them was pretty badly broken, but we were able to preserve 2 of the 3, and we'll figure out what to do with them down the line, but they're saved and preserved. And I also have the address sign, the 2001 address sign from the side of the building. And there was a big marble sign that had people who were involved in the building the Fed Club being built. It was this 1.5 inch thick marble sign. Special thanks to Brett Spalding, Stephen Crandall, and Brandon Campumi for helping us get that sign down in the heat, in the evening heat. They were so amazing. But we were able to get that down just in case we want to use it for a centennial exhibit or something. We'll always come up with something creative to do with things like that. So if you have a chance, drive by the Adventure Space, drive by the main stage and go look at the north parking lot, and you're going to see the Fed Club being torn down. So if you want to say one final goodbye to the Fed Club, make sure you do it in the next day or 2, because it's going to be gone. And we get to dream big about the future, which is so exciting. All right, let's keep it going with some breaking Broadway news. All right, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee has released a first look at Laura Morano as Lorraine Schwarzengrubenier and Fernell Hogan as Leaf Coney Bear. I freaking love this show. So excited for that. And Pride Rock has never looked so good. The Lion King on Broadway has released new production photos, and they look absolutely incredible. So friggin' cool. Oh my gosh. My college friend, Ben Jeffrey, plays Pumbaa in The Lion King on Broadway. He has been playing Pumbaa since 2010, I think. So nice gig for him. Really nice gig for him. I looked to see if there were any new production photos of him, but I didn't find any. So anyway, guys, that is it for the first Thursdays at 3 of our 99th season. We're so excited to kick off this season. Get your tickets for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and make plans to join the producer circle. If you haven't already, we want to take care of you while you're taking care of us. Lots of perks with joining the producer circle. You'll get your name on the website. And if you let us know that we just need a verbal commitment by July 10th, you don't have to pay anything yet. If you give us a verbal commitment that you want to join the producer circle by July 10th, then your name will be along with the other producer circle members in our 2026-2027 playbill. So if you're interested in that, let us know. All you have to do is a verbal commitment or shoot me an email and say, I want to be in the producer circle. We'll talk about the rest later. And I'll be like, great. And I'll add your name to the list for the playbill. So consider that. We're so grateful for all of you who are still with us after 99 seasons. We're so excited to kick off this season. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be such a great year. We've got so much in store for y'all. Again, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is about to kick off. The Driving Miss Daisy cast list, I didn't even have a chance to mention that. Congratulations to Ann Langford, Jared Lee, and Kyle Gibson. We are so excited about that show. It's going to be so fabulous. The first adventure space show of the 99th season here coming up in August. And if you're interested in auditioning for Come From Away, again, those are going to be July 13th and 14th here at the Alan Jingles main stage. So look at the audition packet and see if it's going to be right for you. Y'all have a fantastic and happy and safe 4th of July. And we will see you right back here next Thursday at 3 o'clock for Thursdays at 3. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.